Yo guys, it's John here with Option Lab. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 theta plays I entered today. If you're not familiar with what a theta play is in this case, I'm talking about option premium selling strategies. So I'm going to go through all of the trades today, show you guys kind of like my criteria and rationale for each of them, and then see what you guys think in the comments. So if you guys are not familiar with who I am, I did 2.2 million in 2024. If you guys want to see my account, I have it up here. You could see from Jan 1, 24 to 2025. And I primarily trade option premium selling strategies. If you guys do want to see trades like the ones I'm about to talk about every single day, click the link in the description, join my free Discord. The first 10 people to DM me small account challenge, I'm getting you guys involved. And I'm also sending you this free option selling cheat sheet that will outline the strategies I'm going to talk about today, in addition to my trades that I tracked all through 2024 on this massive spreadsheet. Okay, so let's get into it. What are the actual trades I took that netted me about 12K just today? So the first one was DJT, and this is really all one big order, right? So if we look here, it's the DJT January 24th 49 call, and you could see here I'm selling to open 10 at 275, so that's about $22,750 for doing so. So if you guys are not familiar with what a naked call is, a naked call, if you have a stock, right, that moves like this, I'm selling to open 10 calls that are out of the money, and as long as that stock stays below my strike price by my expiration, I keep that premium and I don't get assigned any shares short. So let's actually talk about why I did this. So the criteria is very simple in this case. I'm taking advantage of high IV circumstances. So if you're not familiar with DJT, it's associated with Truth Social, and since Donald Trump is inauguration day is coming up, there's some speculation that either X or Twitter might acquire it, or some people are probably just banking that it pumps post-election. But inherently, I think that this is kind of like a dog meat company. So I'm actually not too upset if I end up short the stock. So high IV circumstances, because high IV leads to higher option premiums. And since we're selling to open options, we want more premium. I'm going far out of the money, ideally around a sub 20 delta. Now, if you're, when I actually show you these plays, they actually got significantly closer or more in the money, or I'm sorry, less out of the money today as the day went on. But let me go through that one in Thinkorswim so you guys can actually see it. So this is DJT. Let me shrink myself down here. And on the left side here, we have the calls. So if you see here, I selected the January 24th expiration. And we're looking here at the 49s. You can see I have a position. And that delta actually is now a 0.4. So still pretty far out of the money, but given the volatility of how this thing can move, it's definitely possible that I get short shares here. Now, if you're watching this video later, and you could theoretically go all the way out to the 70s and still get over $100 per contract that you sell. So that's pretty good for a 17 delta. That's really good. So I entered this at 275 for about $2,700. I entered 2 lots of those, so quick 5 to 6K on that. And these are kind of some of the levels I have mapped out. I think it shouldn't break much higher than 60. If we do, I think we could see it go up to 80, but hopefully not any higher. So that was the first play that I took, kind of taking advantage of high IV circumstances and selling what at the time were pretty far out of the money calls that have now eked a little closer. Okay, so let's see what's next. So the next thing I did was on X. So US Steel, and let me get my pen here. You can see here I sold 30 of the X January 17. That's this Friday. The 36 calls, and let me go into my account here, and I'll show you guys on X. I actually own 3,000 shares, as you can see here, and I'm up, what is it here? 13,000 just on this position. So this is one that I alerted in my Discord and on my newsletter. So if you guys do want to subscribe, I'm sending these types of trades every single day. So what happened here was I sold to open a naked put at 33, or I'm sorry, 30 naked puts at 33. The stock dropped below. Now I'm long 3,000 shares. The stock then bounced, and then I wrote covered calls above the price that I was assigned at, right? So as you can see here, not only am I making money on the long position, I'm up 13,000. I now just collected another $3,000 selling calls on that position, and that's the beauty of the wheel strategy. And for you guys with small accounts, this one's very reasonable. You know, the stock is at 36, 35 bucks. You guys can do this with a smaller account. Okay. So let's go to the last one here, and that was MSTR. I sold to open the 260 puts for Jan 17. That's this Friday. And you can see here I collected about $3K off that trade, and I'll go through. So again, Bitcoin has been volatile these last few months. Let me open this up. So MSTR, it's starting to pull back a little. So what I did was I went on MSTR. I like to do the closest expiration just because on these higher IV names, I don't like to have a huge time gap in between when I enter it and when I have to wait to exit it. So, for me, these are like in and out plays. So let's see what I'm at here position-wise. Yeah. So look at this. So the 260 put for this Friday is now a 0.5 delta, 0.05, right? So 95% basically that this expires and that 3K is free money. And if you think about it, even if it does drop all the way down to 260, I'm owning this thing at a steep discount. And you can see here, just today, how much that premium went down compared to when I entered, right? I got in at 3, and it's now, basically thirds of that, right? It's at $1 by $1.18. So that was a great trade. Just today alone, that's about $2,000 in profit just on that. So if you guys like these types of videos and you want to see more of my trades broken down, just comment below and let me know what you guys are watching. And yeah, if you guys want to join and see kind of like more of my analysis, hop in my free Discord. Link is in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.